William Wordsworth was the frontman for most of the Romantic movement, and not so much the take-you-out-for-a-nice-dinner kind of romantic, more like the writing kind. Born April 7, 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, his mom died when he was 8, and his father died when he was 13. Out of 4 siblings, he was the only one to experience him the longest. Unfortunately, none of them really liked their father. Soon after his mother died, he began his schooling in a school near Hawkshead. Here he developed the habit of meeting new people and roaming the outdoors. In fact, these experiences are described by Wordsworth in The Prelude. The Prelude was Wordsworth's autobiographical poem published after his death. The poem exhibited 2 important points: the relationship between growth and memory. Simply, memory allows a person to retrace their growth of their moral and artistic self, the basis of true poetic power and authority. For a period of time, he moved to Cambridge University and studied there. Unfortunately, he didn't find too much interesting, and eventually he moved to France during the Revolution because he liked the new ideas. He had a failed relationship with a lover that ultimately was torn apart by the war between England and France, and he moved to Dorsetshire, along with his sister, after being left a large sum of money from his deceased friend, effectively leaving his lover alone with their newborn son, while heads were getting chopped off left and right. It was here Wordsworth met Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The two formed the previously described principles of Romanticism. The pair jointly published Lyrical Ballads in 1789, which was the first signal of the dramatic change in the English poetry. A second edition followed with many additions by Wordsworth, including the Preface and the Lucy poems. After some time, Wordsworth finally inherited his father's money and married Mary Hutchinson. At this point, Wordsworth continued to write poetry through a very difficult time. To the most significant of unfortunate circumstances, Wordsworth's brother died in 1805. This motivated Wordsworth to write the elegiac stanzas, suggested by a picture of Prince Peel Castle. In 1810, Wordsworth had an argument with Coleridge, who became a great motivator in his life, and a true friend, especially after the death of his child in 1812. After the argument, the two rarely communicated. In 1850, he died from pelrutis, the symptoms of which include shortness of breath, diarrhea, and coughing up blood. Lucky for him, he was named Poet Laureate in 1843. This gave him 7 years to soak up the glory. Although he died over 150 years ago, he left a lasting legacy in the poetry that he formed with the assistance of Samuel Coleridge, a poetry that revolved around natural experiences of the common man and their effects on the mind and emotions of the state from experience.